Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com.
Oh my gosh, what an incredible morning again. It's been so much activity going on and so many heroes. And make sure you continue to stay tuned because we're going to also have the co-founder of Redbox on. And by the way, thank you for the feedback we continue to have when we had the former NASA administrator and the past 3 presidents. So make sure you go to Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. But I am so excited about our next guest and hero. He is helping so many people. And you know what? You're going to be able to utilize his services when you find out what and how he implements them, because he is the co-founder, Eric Mulvin, of Pac-Biz Business Solutions. Really. And you're going to find out what these business solutions are, because I promise you, you know what? We've utilized them. You're going to want to utilize them. So make sure you continue to listen and stand by. You could reach him, by the way, at pac-biz.com, or of course on Eliances. That's Eliances.com, because we'll have the link there. So welcome to the show, Eric. All right, Eric, let's get started immediately, because you're doing so much and you're helping so many businesses. And what's really cool is you're the secret behind the scenes of what's going on at these companies. So share with us some examples of really how companies are utilizing your services.
Yeah, absolutely. So we work 24/7 for businesses, because a lot of companies these days never shut down. Your customers could be buying things online at night and they need support. They're not going to want to wait around for you to show up the next morning and answer their question. They're going to go to the next website. And so we offer that 24/7 support, whether it's phone, email, chat, supporting tickets, answering questions on social media. We're able to handle all of that for the businesses so that they could focus on their core business, which is not running a call center. It's selling whatever product or service they're doing.
Now, some of the questions from the listeners are like, well, wait a minute, though. Isn't that pretty expensive if I have to have a staff and, they're answering the questions under you? How could I afford it? Because of the various things that are involved with that. So share with us really where they are, where they're located, and, how you do make it affordable.
Yeah, thanks. Great question. So our call center is in the Philippines. I'm actually based in Phoenix, Arizona here with Eliances, but it's in Dumaguete, Philippines. So it helps keep the cost down. We only hire people that have been working in call centers for 3 to 5 years. So even though you have lower costs, you actually have really talented, really experienced people. And they are always looking at the customer focus. And so, no matter what it is, whether we're taking calls for e-commerce business, could be transportation, taking in phone orders, we're putting ourselves in the place of being an employee for that company. And that agent's coming into work every day, trying to give the best experience for each customer calling in.
So the thing right now that's going on is, with everything happening, a lot of activity regarding restaurants and that. So Eric, do you do anything or help anything in regards with restaurants?
Yeah, great question. So we've been around for 5 years now, and we've built a lot of our business around e-commerce and taxi. But the coronavirus has obviously changed everything, and everything that people have been planning on is out the window. And so restaurants, they're seeing the same problems that we help solve for other businesses. They're getting a ton of calls. They're not used to having their phone ringing off the hook. And I've been talking with businesses where they have one line. Customers are constantly calling saying, I can't get through, I can't order. So they're going to go to the next restaurant. And every single dollar is so important for restaurants these days. They need every bit of it. So we have a solution to help just answer the calls that they can't answer. So it's lost revenue that we could help them capture.
Right. And I think, again, that's amazing. And you know what also is amazing? Listening to me, the host of the Eliances Hero Show, because I've got the opportunity to interview Eric Mulvin, the co-founder of Pac-Biz. And you could reach him at pac-biz.com. Eliances has been using his services, and which has been absolutely phenomenal. In fact, too, you may even have the opportunity to see Eric live in one of our many experiences, including our grand table. Eric, you've been with Eliances for a number of years. I think, like 5 years now. You started off in 2016 with 5 employees. How has the Eliances community, though, changed your life?
Yeah, well, I could think of a number of ways. I would not have been able to be introduced to the level of businesses, like David mentioned, the co-founder of Redbox is going to be on later. I've been able to meet these people through the grand table experiences. And I travel all over the country and the world to talk at conferences, to meet with the clients. We have a lot of business in the UK, and I can't think of any opportunity that gets me in front of that many businesses in a way to be able to interact, and not just, hey, here's my business card, and they're never going to call you back, but actually have solid conversations with these people.
Well, I know when you've come and you've presented in that, you've had a line of people that wanted to talk to you, because So many industries could utilize your services, and you've got the staff that's trained for it that understands. In fact, you've got another project I hear that's coming up, something like the Voice Impact Project. What's that about?
Yeah, it's actually something that we started to try and give back. We've been really community focused. One of the things that sets us apart is what we do to give back to the community. We work with a lot of orphanages, but the Voice Impact Project is because we work with a lot of taxi companies, and we've had to have some agents that have been suspended because there's no work for them. There's complete shutdown in cities. And so we put them back on the phone. We gave them some work to be able to answer calls, and we've opened up a phone line so anybody can call. So if you're feeling down because of the coronavirus and social distancing, or maybe you have a family member that's, in a nursing facility, can't see anybody. If you got family in another state and you can't visit because of the travel restriction, we set up the line where anybody can call in. You talk to our agents, and they're just the voice to talk to give you a human connection when you're not really experiencing that right now.
Eric, how do you train the staff? How does that implementation work? And what is some of the more popular services that are offered?
Yeah, so for training the staff, we have a 9-step onboarding process. Part of that is just making sure we're getting all the information from you, because we work with a range of businesses. Some have outsourced before, some have never outsourced. And so we'll hold your hand a lot more if you've never outsourced and get you up to speed so that you could experience all the benefits of outsourcing that all the other businesses have.
Excellent. And again, it's something that's so much needed. And you also have daughters, right?
Yeah, I got 2 girls. One just turned 1 year old on Saturday. And so your wife would kill you if you said, we're not going to do anything for the first birthday. But we got to do absolutely nothing because of the coronavirus. So it was a nice little intimate celebration with her. But yeah, a 1-year-old and another one that just turned 4.
I'm tying this too because, again, you've grown your business by leaps and bounds. You're providing incredible service. I mean, again, we've witnessed it firsthand on the Eliances side, and I know a number of others have too. As your daughters begin to grow older, what do you want to instill with them to be able to really carry on? Because you're very meticulous in what you do. You do a lot of follow-up. You want to make sure that your staff is doing what they're supposed to be doing. And it shows because people are a little hesitant about, wait a minute, I have someone else who's going to be answering my calls, answering my chats, who doesn't work directly for me. Yeah. And it's under your leadership. What kind of things do you want to instill in your daughters to be able to grow up and be successful as you've been?
Well, we try to teach them like the value of hard work, because I grew up with not much. I had to kind of build everything from scratch. I didn't get to see, my parents with a lot of money. When I was first born, we lived in a trailer park in Phoenix. And so to come where we at now, where I live in Arcadia, successful businesses, I want her to be able to know the hard work it took to get to that point. And also, education too, because if it wasn't for all the things I learned in school and at ASU, I wouldn't be in this position as well either.
Well, Eric, again, the things that you're doing, keep on doing, because you make sure businesses gets done. You support your clients with a smile, and you're always looking for ways to help them grow. And that's the thing, is you've got the staff, and you know what? There's people that need to use a third party, and they need to use you for that so that they can focus on their core. That's what makes a hero. Make sure that you go to Pac-Biz.com, because you're going to want to talk with Eric Mulvin. Eric, thank you again for being on the Eliances Heroes Show.
Thank you for having me.